Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of our Speakeasy podcast. We've got
John.
And our special guest is back once again. We're breaking records right here. We've got Jay back here.
Is it
I'm
special if he's here every freaking week?
Listen, I drank too much. I passed out on the couch. You woke me up. Said, you want to do another episode?
Yeah, that's just the way it works.
Not special anymore.
Actually, we're not going to lie. We as you guys know, we do a couple episodes.
This is our 6th episode today.
I'm so tired.
and Jay's been joining us. Yeah. But we're always happy to have you here, buddy.
Thank you.
We're also happy to have a nice beer here, too. A nice cold one that John had brought from...
Icarus.
Icarus!
And speaking of cold, shrinkage. This is called shrinking crayons.
Yes.
We've
I was
had,
in the pool.
Yeah, I've had a lot of drinking crayons, but I've never had shrinking crayons.
Yes, I got thrown off with this. I go to John before. I'm like, didn't we do drinking crayons?
Yeah. So shrinking crayons is in a small can,
Yes,
as you can see.
they shrinked it.
But it is a session IPA,
Okay.
coming in at 4.8%.
So they shrunk the can, they shrunk the alcohol percent, and let's hopefully shrink the flavor on this bad boy here.
I get a lot of heat because I like session IPAs a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
And people give me shit about it. And I'm like, how
Why?
do you rank it so high? I'm like, because you can.
Well, you rank on style.
And you
I
can
like
crush them. You can crush them.
Yeah.
drink a lot of something good.
Yeah, it's easier to crush a small can than it is a large can.
And it's Icarus, so it's got to be good, right? Icarus was ranked recently. I've seen a top 20 list of the breweries in the state. Icarus was number 2. I don't agree with it.
No, they're up in the top 5.
I don't agree with number 2.
What number?
Number 1 was Cane, which I don't
Okay.
agree with either. Number 3 was the Seed.
What do you do?
That I
One,
agree with.
Troon?
So Troon wasn't on the list because they don't sell.
Yeah.
To
They don't
the masses,
distribute.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's just,
Yeah.
Well,
Interesting.
what do you?
Whatever.
Your bricks is number 1.
No, Cane was number 1.
No,
But
yours.
What's your number 1 and 2 and 3 and whatever?
My number 1 would probably be the Seed.
Yeah, the Seed.
Seed's good.
Yeah.
All right, we won't get into it too much. But
No, we won't get into it too
But the
much.
Seed is solid, man.
But
It
cheers.
is.
Icarus,
Yes.
always good.
And the Seed just
They
keeps
have a-
growing into a better brewery.
Yeah.
Icarus supposedly is building a new facility.
In brick, yeah.
No one
big
got
one.
In
that.
brick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't. They grow it. You water it, they grow it.
Yeah.
See, I like it. Lacking a little flavor, but
No, not bad though. I think going down, it's great. Finish.
I don't
it's
like the finish.
Yeah,
at
the
all.
finish is lacking. Yeah, but not bad. Not bad at all.
I think it's more a summer, not a
Tastes like dish towel.
little bit.
Oh, come on.
That's a good description. To
Don't be
honest.
cruel. No, I think it's good.
Actually,
I'm not a big
it's
fan.
good, but yeah, now that
Like,
I drink a
I want to
couple
be
sips,
honest. I'm just,
I've had better.
Really? I don't think it's that bad at all.
there's an aftertaste I just don't like.
I don't know.
It starts off good and then it doesn't finish well. It's okay.
I'll drink it all day. But
He'll
if I had to
he'll-
choose,
He'll drink that dirty dish towel all
it
day.
wouldn't be the first time. But if I had to choose between a few, it might not. Depending on what else I had to do. It
Is
probably
it
wouldn't
is
be.
this like fresh? Like when were you down there, or where'd you get it from?
Yeah, so they shipped it to us at the restaurant I work with a couple weeks ago.
Because like they know you do the podcast and you're so popular.
Yeah, they were like, "Hey, John,
put this on the
You want to
show."
do this on the show?"
Mm.
I said, "I'll help you out a little bit.
Yeah.
you guys
Nice.
you need more people.
It's
to
like
come
as
in?
long as
I'll
Jay
help
comes back on the show, then
Yeah,
then
Yeah.
do it because he likes sessions.
Yeah.
you. But notice the little can, right? Which is what a lot of breweries are doing now. We mentioned this before.
Yes,
Bricks
we
is
did.
doing this.
Yeah.
Magnify is doing this.
It's almost like, is everyone gonna eventually just sell out and be like the big boys, like Budweiser and Miller Lights, and do that and just make these little cans? And-
John, I got a question for you.
They're
How do-
selling, man.
How do you get
Yeah.
this much beer out of that one can?
It's over there.
Well, you have 2
I brought
cans.
2.
Yay, I win.
I figure we're so degenerate that we need that one can's not going to do it for us.
I think it's good. I think it's fine. I think it's not as it's not dish towel to me. Dirty dish towel to me.
Like I said,
Good cop, bad cop.
When I started this though, I was like, I love sessions. But then now that it's the fall, I'm not really in the mood for it. I guess that's more.
Yeah, and everything we're doing on the show today has nothing to do with fall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Speaking of fall. So Icarus is out of South Jersey. Do you go to I used to go to Delicious Orchards
Next to Source.
Good
Next to
place.
Source, yeah.
The best apple
Source
cider
is good.
donuts.
Yeah, good cider donuts. They got a lot of good stuff there.
Wasn't there a distillery we went to, and the wives
Yes.
were like, "We know where you're going."
Yeah,
like,
They
we
stayed
snuck
at
away.
Source and we walked next
Yeah,
door. What was
that's
the name of that
right.
place?
That's
I don't
right.
remember the name. It was pretty good.
We were the only ones in there.
Yeah, I
it was-
know.
And he
I
gave
know.
us a free. Did he give us a drink? A taste
Something.
the bourbon.
Definitely, yes,
Yeah.
tasted it, but
Yeah,
something
we
we
had
got a
some.
I don't
drink. I
remember what the
think.
name of it was.
I forget the name, but it was a cool spot.
Yeah, it was a cool spot.
But yeah, Delicious Orchards has tons of different apples, from nuts to apples to cider donuts to pies, which are very
I
well known
love
for.
pies.
They have awesome pies there.
I'm not a big cake guy. Like pies, I'll eat
Yeah,
any type of pie. I
I
love it.
love my pies. And when I was a little kid growing up, we used to actually go pumpkin picking near there and stop at Delicious Orchards. Back in the day, it used to actually be called Apple Orchards. They changed the name a little bit later on and made it
delicious.
Made it delicious. Yes, it went from apple to delicious. I guess they wanted to say we're not just apples. We do everything here.
So our good friend Dom, who I'm sure he gets a lot of recognition on the show, but he does what we call fall things, and I always make fun of him. Like, do you want to come out, hang out at Ken's, do a podcast? And he's like, I got to do fall things. So we make fun of him.
You don't do it though. I do it.
I
Yeah, there's a lot
don't
of
do
fun fall
apple
things.
picking.
You don't do apple picking?
I'm against it. I
Why?
do pumpkin picking. Apple
Why?
picking annoys me. I don't know why. It's overpriced. It's annoying.
Definitely overpriced.
Yeah, the prices are getting pretty insane lately. Yeah, I
Like,
can
for what?
agree to that.
Like you're not really.
It's to
What's the
appease-
benefit? Like the pumpkin, I think you go on a hayride. Maybe there's a haunted little thing. Like you get
Well,
a little
sometimes
extra.
some places still offer the hayride even when you're going apple picking because you have to drive over to the apple farm.
What's the place out by you, by Hackettstown? I always go there where they have they shoot the pumpkins.
Oh, Tranquility
and-
Farm.
Tranquility.
Yeah.
I like it. We have fun.
I liked it better before they
Hayride.
moved. They were in one location, then
Yeah.
they moved to a different location.
Well, Allstead, you take the you could take the hayride over to the apples and
you want to hear something funny, man? I've never done any of that.
no, it's right around
Really?
the block, man.
It's right around the corner from
And
me.
Stony Hill too, same thing.
Stony Hill, I have done over there.
Stony Hill's got a cool
the
corn
maze.
maze.
Yep. They always change
Gigantic,
it. If
yeah.
you look at it from like the helicopter view or whatever you want to
Yeah,
call
it's a
it.
different theme.
I always
Yeah,
start
it's
the
pretty
corn
cool.
maze and then just go back out the exit. Like, yeah, we did it.
No, you just can't do it. You're not smart enough.
I'm not smart enough.
John likes to search for crop circles when he's out there.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
But yeah, I mean, I don't mind. I enjoy doing the fall things. What do you think? Like, I remember when I was a little kid, you had your local town hoodie and your sweatpants with the elastic on the bottom, and it
Not
just
me.
brings me back to the old. What did you wear?
I never
No
did.
underwear?
I never did any of that stuff when I was a kid.
No,
Never went apple picking. Never went pumpkin picking.
no, gosh,
My pumpkin picking was at a Food Town
really?
because it was like $3 for a pumpkin in the big bin.
Kind of feel sorry, John.
I know. This is why I do everything with my girls now because
Yeah.
I didn't do much of that stuff when I was young. My parents were working all the time. I didn't really have much of that free time. And my dad was from New York. He's like, you don't pick apples and pumpkins in
He's
New
like,
York.
man
You know what I
up.
mean?
Is it you go to ShopRite?
Yeah.
You get 2 for 1.
Yeah. You go to the immigrant on the side of the road with the mangoes and the apples, and you get it off of the back of a truck.
Yeah, get off. I was just going to say the back of the
Do you
truck.
want any water? We got a Poland Spring for $1.
You didn't go apple picking.
You got your apples and your flowers at the same time.
And your sugar cane. So yeah, I didn't do that stuff as a kid. That's why I as annoying,
bad?
as expensive as it is, I always take my kids. It's fun for them. I don't know why. I do all the work, but it's fun for them.
Yeah, you got to carry the pumpkin.
Carry the pumpkin. You got to carry the big satchel. Or
Well,
whatever.
dude, let me tell you, man. I will only go to a pumpkin farm where you can cut it right from the vine.
Oh, hell no.
I bring my knife with me. I need
Jeez.
that. I like
They
to
even
cut
still
it.
do that? Where do they still do that?
Yeah, they still do it some places.
I've never been to
Yeah.
a place like that. Everything
Yeah.
they usually cut.
No, I don't like that. I don't like when they cut it and they put it on a dirt field where you know the pumpkins didn't grow on.
Not to get into like Christmas time, but I remember going like, we'll go Christmas tree, and like I brought a hacksaw, and I'm like, like
no. I've never
sweating,
done that
like
either,
I don't
no.
want to do that. You do that? Like you'll get in there with.
I don't. I use an artificial tree, so no, I can't relate to
No,
that.
but like meaning pumpkin, like you'll be there sawing,
oh, dude, it's
sawing
it's-
away.
It's
Like
just a knife, man. It just.
it's
That's
not hard.
it. No,
Oh,
it's not
okay.
hard. No.
Then you stab yourself with those little
Yeah.
pricklies on the thing.
Yeah. And
Then
you see
there's
the
blood
it starts,
everywhere.
no, it starts to drip all that water out the end of the Stem.
Yeah, and then the kids are like, I want that one. And I was like, that's going to be like $40 for that pumpkin.
Yeah.
You know, Food Town's
John-
got the same one for $5.99.
John, before his kid is allowed to take a pumpkin, he's got to pick it up and see how much it
He
weighs.
weighs it.
Yeah,
He brings
yeah.
a scale with him.
Yeah,
I don't know about this one, kiddo. How about that one over there?
How about that mini? You can paint it.
Do you carve them?
I do. Yeah,
Yeah,
I do.
we carve
I do.
I do.
I do. You know what I do with my son because he's still too young to actually carve himself? I actually tell him to draw on the pumpkin what he wants me to carve out. So he'll draw like some silly face or
Oh,
something,
cool.
and I'll just
Ken's
carve
like,
it out.
Get away!
Yeah, no, I don't
This
do
is
that.
mine.
Yeah.
My kids are like, can you make that shit? Shut up! I'm doing it. You paint those. I'll buy them. I'll buy them little pumpkins to paint, and then I'll carve the big one.
Is it for them or for you? You
Both.
put the candle in there, then it all
I do,
starts to
yeah, I
like
do the
disintegrate and like
Then the
you
squirrels
just
eat it.
throw it in the garden. The squirrels get in there. Yeah.
So actually, a few years ago, I don't know if the squirrels started eating it and brought all the seeds over, but I started growing pumpkins in my lawn, like where my bushes and my trees are.
Did you let him grow
So,
or did you cut him?
My landscaper let it go. He's like, I thought you. And
Tried to do this.
little pumpkins started forming. And
Wow.
he goes, I thought you planted them. I said, I let them go because I thought you planted them as like a joke. And he's like, no.
Wow.
So
Were
we
they
started
nice?
getting, and so he
Then you didn't have to go pumpkin.
he
picking.
removed them and he put them on my stairs. There was like 12 of them. They were like this big.
Yeah.
So you
But
were
both
good.
of us didn't touch them because
Were
he
you
thought
good
I
for
did
the
it and I
year?
thought he did it. They were green though. They didn't turn orange. Yeah, I think they were still premature.
He shouldn't
You
have,
know about that.
He shouldn't have snipped them. He shouldn't have snipped
Yeah,
them.
right. But they were like the vines were.
Watch, you
nuts.
probably had, you could have entered like one of those Guinness Books of World's Largest Pumpkins,
Gourds.
but you didn't let
Yeah,
it get
I
to
know,
that
right?
point. He cut them. He snipped
Yeah.
them.
Snip, snip.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's fun.
But I enjoy it, man. I like.
I
but-
like Halloween, like haunted houses, haunted hay rides, like that stuff.
Yeah.
You guys are like, I'm just not against apple picking. I don't know why.
Yeah. Let me ask you.
It's getting ridiculous. I went to this place last year. First time I ever went there. I think it was called Dr. Dave's or something. It was
Yeah.
up by District 96 over by like
Okay.
New City. They rent you the pole, so if you want to get like to the high ones,
Yeah.
it was like $5 though for the pole just to get the high ones.
Let me ask you, how much time do you spend when you're there? Are you like, all right, let's get these damn apples or pumpkins and let's get out of here? Or do you like to actually walk around, do your thing, or what?
I try to take as long as possible to get the money's worth. But like this place, Dr. Dave, they said it was $15 per person just to get onto the to pick your own
I know.
section.
Without
and they gave
paying
you a
for it.
little bag. So now I'm like, I'm filling this bag to the max. I'm gonna eat 20 apples while I'm there.
Yeah,
Right?
Get your money's
I'm
worth.
gonna take a bite out of one apple. I'm gonna throw it on the floor just for
So-
the prove a point.
So, regardless, you just brought up a topic that I go to a yogurt place, and you know how you can try them, you know, like the frozen yogurt, like ice cream places.
Right.
I go in there, and they don't give you a spoon purposely, and I just start pouring it and eating it, and I have like yogurt all over my face, and my wife's like, just because they weigh it at the
Yeah,
end,
yeah, they
and
weigh
I get my money's worth.
Good.
I was waiting for you
got
to
it,
say, maybe I'm not. Well, I don't want yogurt today.
Just throw it in the
Yeah,
garbage.
It don't taste good.
So with the apples, you're eating like
I'm eating 60
getting your
apples
money's
while I'm
worth.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
My kids, I'm like, eat that apple. Because when we get home, they don't eat them.
Yeah,
then
All
you
that
gotta
money-
Make a pie though.
you gotta make a pie, or
55 pies. Like, how many pies?
you
do
know
I
what you
eat?
could always do? Make like the apple filling and just freeze it or something.
Yeah,
you
my
know?
wife did that
Yeah.
a year or two ago.
So we had in our yard about 1,000 peaches on my tree. I had to,
millions of
You
peaches.
could have gave us some.
Yeah.
Peaches for
I
me.
love peaches.
Remember that?
yeah,
Millions of
some
peaches.
presidents of the United States of
Peaches
America.
for me.
So I ended up, I had to learn the quickest way to skin them, which apparently is blanching them.
Okay.
So you blanch them.
That seems like everything.
Yeah,
Just
you
blanch
boil
it
you
and-
boil them for 30 seconds. You put them in ice water. Skin comes right off.
Cool.
I had like Ziplocs galore of frozen peaches now. That you use them for smoothies. You use them for whatever. Mix them in your oatmeal like we do for my son. We mix them some in our oatmeal, and it's just a good way. Whatever. That's what I
Gourmet.
said about the apples. Maybe you can do something fun like that.
Yeah. No, my wife did that a couple years ago. She ziplocked them all and put them in the freezer.
Yeah.
And
they sat there.
then like November came, and December came, and
I had
we throw
peaches-
away these goddamn apples.
I had
Anyone
peaches
want
from
any-
last year.
Frozen apples.
How many pies are you gonna eat?
Yeah.
And then the kids start selling them through school. I'm like, I'll buy a pie.
That's true.
But it's fun though. It's fall. It's fun.
But
I
you
like
ever
doing
eat
it.
too many apples?
Eat too many?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, I remember coming home and we had a bag of apples, and I ate like 8 of them.
Really? I don't think I've ever eaten more than one.
Such thing as a sour stomach,
Oh yeah.
like from apples. It was like the Riri's galore. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
No bueno.
I remember back in the day we used to go to Pennings, and Pennings would give you the mesh sack first, and you go and fill it up. Then they'd weigh, and you pay that way. As you're leaving though.
Yeah.
And I would get like 2 mesh bags, and I'd fill them up, and I'd put them in like my trunk, like by the spare tire, and I put it down, and I'd come home with like 50 pounds of apples, but I paid for like 2 pounds.
Smart.
Right?
Jersey
Now they
style.
changed it. Now you got to pay before you go and pick.
They weigh your car.
Pay for the bag. yeah, they weigh.
It's called stealing, John.
Is that stealing? That's not stealing.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but
I'm helping them. There's too many apples.
I am looking forward to it this year. Maybe doing something. You know, I'm blessed and we're lucky enough here where we can go on an off day.
I was just gonna say that you can go whenever you want.
We can go on like a Tuesday.
You can pick up
afternoon.
Ben.
Do you do
you
the
can pick up your
whole,
son
like-
after school and just go
which
to a
we do.
random
That's what we
spot.
do. Yeah.
Also,
no
I think
one there.
tied into it is like the foliage. Like I don't give a like it looks
Foliage,
cool.
like
The foliage?
foil.
No, like the leaf
to talk to
foliage.
the-
Like it starts changing and it's orange and like people go up.
You put
and
foil on your head to
They
talk
go
to the
up
aliens.
to Tin Barn and look at it. I'm like, if it happens and you see it, yeah, cool. But I'm not gonna make a day of it.
The foliage.
The foliage.
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 What I say?
Foil.
Foliage.
Foil.
Foliage.
I gotta put my tin hat on.
But repeat after me.
Yeah, I don't know if you're supposed to put foil around them though, but yeah,
You do that with bananas though.
yeah.
Don't put them in the
How
refrigerator.
come we don't do like banana picking? Why is it always apples?
Because we don't
Yeah.
have bananas. We're not in the tropics here, buddy.
Why is it just apples? There's so many fruits out there. Why is it just apples?
I agree with you. Why is there
There's
like
peach
certain
picking.
things?
No, there's peach picking.
Peach and strawberries in the summer, right?
Yeah.
I mean in the spring. And apples, that's all we got?
How come you don't go like
Blueberries,
cherry picking?
strawberries. Yeah, there's. You said strawberry. Yeah, you said strawberries. But yes, blueberries
Why can't you go pear picking?
Why can't you go string bean picking?
Why can't I go string bean picking?
Yeah.
or broccoli.
I would love to pick my own
Why?
broccoli.
Because it does not appeal to the children. And
apples do.
The children bring the parents.
Apple a day, keep the doctor.
Oh, not the broccoli.
Not the broccoli. Not the apple.
No.
Crapple.
The cauliflower. No. But yeah.
And honestly, we'll buy all these apples. My kids won't eat them. They only eat apples when they come from the tree, and they eat them there, and they'll never touch another apple.
Skin on or skin off?
Me?
Yeah.
Skin on.
Skin on.
Yeah.
You just dive right in there, huh?
Oh yeah.
You like caramel apples or candy apples?
Neither, but if I had to choose, it'd be caramel.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it's softer or because you like the taste?
I don't like neither, but if I had to, it'd
don't
be
like
caramel.
neither?
Because I'm a caramel guy.
Okay.
No, I don't do candy apple.
I like doing.
I like both.
I used to
Break my
take a
teeth.
candy apple, and to get the initial start, I like ram it into my 2 big teeth. Yeah, just to crack
It's
it.
aggressive.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
It's pretty bad.
And I like my apples cut. I don't like. I
Would-
have the what do they call that? Where you
Core it.
core it. I
Yeah.
have like that tool, and it takes the core
Yeah.
out, and then I'll cut it up. Maybe a little bit of peanut butter.
Would you go bobbing for apples because everyone sticks their head in there?
No,
If Megan Fox just stuck her head in there, she was
Yeah.
the first one to do it.
Would
Would
you
you
do
do
it?
it?
I would.
Yes, I
Yeah.
think I would too.
Yeah.
Even if you had the chance of catching something like a mouth
I would want to
herpes or
catch
something,
that. Yeah, I'm okay with it.
You'd be proud of that one, right?
Yes,
yeah,
100%.
I got that mouth herpes from Megan Fox. Yeah,
Excellent.
Yeah,
Excellent.
It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never did. I bobbed for apples once, and it was
Yeah.
drowned, so I never did it again.
Yeah, it never ends well.
It's like a third grade party. Like, you want to bob for apples? But it was like 12 feet of water. And I'm like, what is this? This is a big bobbing
He
for
like
apples.
jumped in.
Yeah, and I went in, like, in my head, and I went upside down.
He's
I'm
like,
I'm-
"Teacher, are you
wait.
supposed to keep putting my head down like that?"
I know we always couldn't go back to this, but I just want to know, like, bobbing for apples. What would you just do, like, in the closet? What was it, like,
Skeletons in
5 minutes in the closet?
5
with
minutes
a
of
chick?
heaven?
5 minutes of heaven. Like, do the
Yeah.
kids do this stuff these days? I don't know.
Is that masturbation?
No,
No,
like,
you're supposed to kiss a girl in the closet.
you go in the closet and it's just dark, and you're like, what do you want to do? Like, nothing. Like, okay. And
never
then you
did
wait
that.
till the time. You don't remember going to, like,
No,
parties?
I never did that.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm talking about,
yeah,
right?
it was.
I didn't kiss a girl till I
Or
was
spin the
25
spin the bottle. Like, do kids do that?
Spin the bottle I
these
did once
days?
with, like, his two brothers, but we never did it with girls.
There was no
But
girls
do
involved.
kids do?
It's kind of part of the equation there.
3 dudes, 1 cup.
yeah. One bottle.
Another beer, guys. What do we got?
I don't know if kids do
I gotta
this
drink
anymore.
up.
I hope not, because like I said, my kids just turned 13.
Yeah.
13 was the first time I had 13 was the first time I had a cigarette,
Yeah.
and the first time I had a beer.
Is this the first time you had a beer?
Negative.
What's this? What's this we got? What are you doing? Why are you rolling it?
This one.
They keep me rolling.
This is from our friends over at Manskirt Brewing.
You're friends with them?
We are, actually.
Yes, the owner, very pleasant guy. We enjoyed some malt with him.
Wait,
eating
that's
some
the old
malt.
bank, right?
Yes,
It was
it
an
is.
old bank. Yes, very true.
Yeah, it's a
very
cool
true.
spot.
So I went to the Blairstown Farmers Market a couple months ago, and they're
Is that yours or
there
mine?
every Saturday.
That's yours.
Manskirt. And I bought this from him, and I told him I always short change Ken when it's third person on.
It's okay.
You got to learn.
And I said, "Hey, man, I was there a few months ago, and we did you let us taste them." And he remembered, and he's like, "Oh yeah, how you doing?"
Yeah, nice dude.
So he recommended this one. This one is called. It's not something we normally do on here.
Okay.
It's a Gose.
It's a Gose, huh?
It's called Gabagose.
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 Like your Gabagose.
So we're going to get a little tartness maybe on this.
So it's a sour ale with strawberry and sea salt,
Ooh.
which goes back to
Let's
picking
smell it.
your own in the spring.
Yeah, he's experimenting here. He's
And it's
doing
only
does smell
it's only
good.
4%.
Smell
so it's,
some strawberry. Strong.
It's light.
smells good.
And honestly, I liked that place. When we walked in there, I was a little.
yeah.
I was like,
You weren't sure?
It's small.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
We had some drinks. We talked to the owner. We talked to the bartender. We hung out. I didn't really want to leave.
Yeah, it was a cool spot.
It was a cool spot. So let's try this out.
It's sweet. I
Very
like
tart.
it, but it's very.
It's not overly tart. It's,
It's
not like in your
tart.
face tart though. It's not overly sweet
with
either.
the strawberry.
It didn't make you go.
No, I think it's a good balance. I think your third.
Really?
I think not your second.
I think
Your
the
third
strawberry's
sip,
a little.
you're gonna have a different opinion on your
I
third
think the
sip.
strawberry's
Not
strong.
the second sip. The third
Not the
sip.
second sip. I think
Too
it's-
strong.
This is my second sip.
Wait till your third sip.
All right.
Did
Have
you-
you tried this before? How does he know? He's that smart.
I don't taste the strawberry as
I
much
do.
though. Do you?
Yeah.
I get some strawberry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strawberry front
shortcake.
end.
A little
Front
bit,
end.
I get.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be honest.
All right, let me go my
kind
third.
Kind of like it.
Third sip.
Third sip.
It's getting better and better.
I think it balanced out. I don't get that tartness. I don't get that sweetness. I feel like.
It
It
more
balanced out.
balanced on the third sip.
We learned that from somebody.
Well,
Dustin.
Dustin had mentioned to us
Dustin.
that we had on the show.
With sours.
He said, "Keep drinking it. It'll eventually. You're gonna get. It's gonna balance
I
out."
guess
'Cause
he's right.
We were just drinking sessions, and we were just drinking other beers before this podcast. So we are kind of our palates right now are just
All over the place.
Yeah, they're all over the place. We had to kind of adjust right now to this, I think, and now I can feel like I can appreciate it more.
I'm okay with it though.
I think it's fine.
At
Why don't you
think
get-
it's good.
At first, I was not. A
First
huge
I was
fan,
afraid.
now, I was petrified.
now you can drink a few.
Again, though, I think summer. I don't know if I'd have.
Yeah,
this
I mean, this
fall.
is not the type. This is not the right time of year for this. We've been sitting on it, and I wanted to do it, and we said let's go through the fridge, let's go through the stock, let's see what we have,
Yeah.
and it was that, and
But
it was
like
there.
a really hot day, you're mowing the lawn. Yeah, that's like
We're still
Yeah.
getting some hot days right now. We're okay.
that's true.
Yeah.
not in the mornings.
Here
later
and there.
in the afternoon.
Here and there, we get one that pops in there.
How awesome is that though? When you wake up in the morning, you go in
It's
your
like
car and
freezing.
it's like cold, and you're like, ooh.
Auto start, motherfucker.
But then
a
like,
little frost on the
but
grass.
then by like lunchtime, you're like, it warms up, and you're like, oh, this is great.
Yeah. I like
Fall.
I
I
like
like the fall.
natural warmth. Like you ever in your car and
What
it's
is he
cold-
talking about?
now and it's cold and then you open the
Oh.
window and the sun blasts in, it's like hitting you and you're like, oh, that feels nice. You know, you feel the cool air, but you still get that nice sunlight that warms you up. That feels
Oh, I
nice.
thought you were talking about something else.
Yes.
Speaking of which, I just really quickly want to say today is the day after Columbus Day.
Yes.
Happy Columbus Day
That's your
Happy-
guy.
and happy birthday, Ken.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Wait, your birthday today?
Yesterday.
No, Columbus Day.
Yesterday.
Wait, you were born on Columbus Day?
No, well,
Columbus Day is different every
it's
year.
yeah, it's different every year.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm
It just
an
so
idiot.
happens to have fallen on Columbus Day this year. It's not like Columbus. It's not like Veterans Day. Veterans Day is always going to be November 11th.
Right.
As
I
opposed,
don't remember if I called you and wished you a happy birthday.
You didn't,
Well, you'll have
but
to.
you do it now.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Ken.
Thank you.
Last year we had cake or cupcakes or whatever.
Yeah.
This year we said
I remember that.
We're scrapping them.
we're scrapping them.
We're scrapping them. I got John something for his birthday too, which is November 1st.
You got it for me?
You're old now.
I got it last year for you.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah.
Aren't you like extra
You got me
old
the
now?
Buffalo Trace.
I will never be as old as you, Jay. So
that goes for both of us.
yeah,
Yeah, but now you're into like, you know,
closer to mid 40s now.
Yeah.
I guess technically.
you're catching up.
Yeah.
A few weeks to me, and then I'll be late 40s.
Yeah.
I'm almost approaching
Yes,
midlife.
you are. Yes, you
no,
are.
well, you'll still be mid 40s though,
Me?
because you'll be 46.
Isn't that after 45?
You're right behind me, brother.
That's still mid 40s to me. At
Is
least.
it?
Yeah. Yeah.
To me, it's one step closer to death.
No.
So, speaking of old man things, I've been barbecuing. I don't know if this is a fall thing, but I think it is because
I don't
like
think it's
to
an
be
old
out.
man thing either necessarily.
No,
but
I
Huh?
think that's a big hype right now.
yeah.
So I bought my grill basically broke, and I had it for a long time. So I went with a Traeger.
Was it a
Traeger
Weber?
grill? So Weber's are great. Yeah,
They
it
don't break.
was a Weber. They
Oh,
don't
wow.
basically break. But I gave it to my brother, so I handed it down. I forget what was wrong with it, but
Yeah.
I've been really getting into it, and I love marinating it the previous day. I know you guys come from the restaurant business and
Yeah.
stuff, so it's like when you marinate it and know what you're doing, and or people tell you what to do. That's right.
Well, are you smoking?
Yeah, so
You don't marinate.
it's a
You
combo.
rub.
So I marinate. I'm a big fan. When I went to Memphis and stuff, so basically this is what happened with me. And fire away with questions if you want. I went to Memphis and I had the ribs there, and they were all dry rubs. They were like basically like no sauce.
sauce. Add the sauce after if you want it, yeah.
in the barbecue pit.
Yeah.
And I loved it, and I was craving it, honestly, when I went home. And my grill I forget if it broke or whatever happened.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I have to look into something new. And somebody was like, just get a Traeger. Trust me, they have a smoker/grill, so you can jack it up to like 500 degrees and like grill hamburgers, hot dogs, and stuff. But you can also smoke things. And it was a little expensive, but it's like wood pellets. So instead of like traditional like propane or like ask away if you
But
don't
let me
know any
ask you though.
questions
I mean,
about it.
I feel like you're cheating here with this whole thermometer stuff and all this technical stuff that you can, electronics and stuff.
There's a lot of that now.
I think when you smoke, you gotta like get this no pellets.
Now it
get
hooks
that
up to your
big-
phone, right?
Yeah,
Wait,
I want
no pellets. What are you using?
get big the logs.
Wood, bro.
Yeah,
Well, that's cool too.
You
Like,
get the logs.
actually-
Wait, does it go to your phone? You have it hooked up to your phone?
Yeah.
You do.
So I can technically throw a
You can-
piece of meat on, right? Be at work.
you can lower the temperature
adjust
from
the
your phone.
temperature
From your phone.
based on a probe that's in there, so I know the internal temperature. So if I'm getting home at 5 or 6, I'll know to adjust it to either slow it up or speed it up. It's really cool.
I mean, I think there's different levels of. Like, there's a lumberjack kind of smoking kind of guy, and then there's the guy that holds his pinky up while he's doing it.
So you're saying like mine is like the what would the term be? Like the hipster
It's
hipster griller.
I want to see. So, in all honesty, my neighbor
You weren't
was
expecting this,
smoking.
were you?
Yeah, my neighbor was smoking recently. He had a bag of logs. He's like, "This is applewood smoke, applewood,"
cool.
and he's throwing it
That's
in,
awesome.
and he's burning it, and you
Yeah.
feel that smoke. And there's no freaking. His is rusty.
And
on
I'll
the
see it in
outside.
2 days. We'll get
No,
it in 2
that's
days.
cool.
It's all rusty on the outside, and he's got the
There are times where I just want to like the pellets when they start burning, like just the smell of it is so
Yeah.
good because they have different like flavored pellets. So like he came over the one day and we had burgers and I
Yeah.
put on a Whistle Pig, which is a whiskey. It's the old bourbon barrels and they mash it up into like wood pellets and you burn it. So you're getting a little bit of that bourbon taste and maple kind of in
So-
the
And then your phone alerts
Flavor?
you that it's ready to go.
And it's-
and-
Hey,
Honey,
listen.
honey, put
It
the
does.
wine down. Let's go
I'm
get
not,
that.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. It's so good, juicy.
Now, and we're busting his chops. I've had some of the food from it. It was fantastic. It was really good.
good.
Yeah, it's really good. You know,
Come over. I'll do
Why
some
don't we do it
ribs.
here? Why don't you cook it and bring it here and we do it on the show?
That's a good
We'll
idea.
give you a real opinion.
What do you like? Like, what do you prefer? Like, a
So-
brisket,
Honestly, all right. So
ribs.
I don't smoke meat myself. I smoke other things.
penis. Yeah, keep going.
The cat. But when I'm going to a barbecue smoke place, the brisket is always disappointing.
I agree.
It's always dry.
I always want the brisket, but I
right,
agree.
but you're always
agree.
disappointed. So I'm either a
pulled pork.
It's not-
sausage.
But why is it
Sausage.
dry? Do you know
Pork.
why it's not dry?
Well,
they're trimming too much fat.
They're trimming too much fat,
yeah.
and then they're doing a bunch at one time, and then when you're ready to order it, they're like throwing on a quick flat grill,
Yeah.
and it's not.
It's not the right way to do it.
No.
I'm more of a pork
I'm
guy.
telling you, dude, that
I'm a
Nichols
sausage guy.
that Nichols place up in New York I went to that I told you about recently.
Shout out Jeff Nichols.
Jeff Nichols. Bro, fantastic brisket,
Let's
barbecue,
go.
everything.
Even that was the fork was
Bull Fork barbecue. Yeah.
Oh, that
great stuff.
I was on that show. That
You were on
when we
that
had
show?
That your show, your podcast show.
That was good stuff.
It was awesome. It's good stuff.
But
In the
if I'm
area,
gonna have
best.
smoke, ribs,
What do you prefer?
wings, sausage.
So
and
there's
pulled
like, you live and learn. I learned like a lot of things. So you're spending money, and sometimes if you don't do it right, you're like, I just wasted a lot of money. So there's baby
but how
back
bad
ribs,
could it
and
be?
there's St. Louis ribs. So it's like fat. You want fattier? Do you want more lean?
You
and
need
less
fat.
meat?
You need
Yes,
fat.
yes.
Although we trim the fat when we're eating it, you need that fat because that's that moisture right there.
But I'm getting better now, where I can put like a good do a ribeye or something and throw it on there.
steak.
Steak, but instead of like cooking it for, I don't know, what's a normal steak cook for 20 minutes, half hour, I'll put it on for an hour and a half. So I'll actually like smoke it a little bit, then I'll like reverse sear it. So like I'll take the steak off, I'll have it hit like an internal temperature of like 140 degrees, say. Then I pull it off, and then I put the temperature up. If you put like charcoal pellets in there, like it gets really hot. And then I sear it basically for
Yeah.
5 minutes each side. So it locks in
When
all the juices. And it's
I don't do
Come
steak. I don't do steak on a grill. I do it on a cast iron, and I heat up that cast
you
iron
can
to
do
like
that too.
I
500
like steak on a grill,
degrees.
but I've
No,
never
but-
had a smoked steak.
So that's a
before.
regular. So like also what you could do is what he says. You do a cast iron. You sear it in the beginning, then you put it on your grill.
Well,
Yeah.
reverse.
There's two ways.
I've
do the
I've been
reverse.
watching the reverse
I
where they
like
put
it.
it in the oven first and then sear it after.
Yeah, I like doing that 'cause it like locks
But you're
in the
smoking
juices.
it, so I've never really had
Come
that
on.
before.
Yeah.
Well, invite me.
Can I?
Whenever.
Don't you have?
Open
you don't have
door.
a smoker?
I have
You have
a-
the egg,
I have
right?
the egg. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
good.
part smoker.
Yeah, it is.
That's a smoker.
It is.
Yeah.
That's probably more than
Yeah.
better than what I have.
I use the charcoal. Yeah, I use just. I don't go
You're
as
a
like
far.
the charcoal
smoker, not
taste.
wood.
I use like yeah. So I
But what do you
I
do?
barbecue.
But what do you put on it? Chicken or
My buddy Chris, who's
Steak-
been on the
eh,
show,
steak-
he's a
steaks.
huge smoker. He does everything.
Yeah.
maybe I
And
should
it's-
talk to him and not talk
No,
to
you
you
should.
guys.
He's
You're
got two
probably
different
right.
things. Yeah,
Maybe we should go on me and him.
but I think he's more of a charcoal smoker.
I like charcoal flavor. I'm for that.
But like I said, my neighbor, he just like was breaking out the big logs and throwing them in there, and they
Oh,
were
so
burning.
John-
The flames are coming up.
When I
and
say the
everything.
charcoal, they make charcoal pellets that I can put in there, and they burn hotter. So it's charcoal, but
Yeah.
they're cut to like.
I don't know. I
fit.
think his is round.
Yeah,
and
his
then in
like
the
old
middle, there's
school.
like a flume with all.
Do
the
you
charcoal in
prefer a dry rub or wet rub?
Dry
it.
rub.
I'm a dry rub guy,
Me too.
and if I want to add wet to
Sauce
it later,
to it.
I
You
can
add
add
it
sauce.
after.
Yeah,
it.
I love the
I
places
think
that have
that's the
like
proper
12
way.
different sauces, like your Carolina Reapers
and
and
you
all that
dip
stuff,
it.
and you just put that sauce right on. You
I agree with
drizzle it
that.
on, and you just your
Bourbon
mouth
brown
waters.
sugar.
I hate that when you
Bourbon
see like
brown
when you watch like Diner Drive, whatever. the hell
Diner
that show-
Drive-ins and dives.
Yeah, there you go. And like it's just slathered in sauce. I'm like,
No, I don't want that.
Yeah.
no, it's just cheating.
It's like we had that talk about like my wings. Like I like my wings with a dry rub because
Yeah.
they stay crispy.
You
I
have
like
to go
that.
to
I don't-
Against the
not-
Grain when you go to Louisville. Trust me, that brewery, one of the
hope so.
best dry rub wings I've ever had.
Yeah.
Try it,
I'm
please.
salivating.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yes.
Well, enough of that topic.
Enough of that. What else is going on? Lately, we've been talking a lot about sports, and it's got us into a conversation recently. Before this podcast, we were talking about sports. We were talking about everything because it is still football season, all that fun stuff, baseball, all that fun stuff. Hockey, too, right? Is hockey going on now, too? Or?
Soon.
Yeah.
Couple more and basketball.
Yep.
Yeah, and we were talking about, and we're big movie buffs, like really big movies. What are some of your favorite sports movies? Can we do a number?
Well, do we start sports or we just go overall? Like per sport, like baseball movie.
I think
Football movie.
We can do sport. We can do each one. Okay, what do you think for baseball as far as it goes?
Major League is the best baseball movie there is.
Well, like funny, yes. I go with The Natural. I think it's a great movie.
It is a great movie.
But it's not funny like Major League is.
Major League is the best
You?
baseball movie.
I'm not a huge baseball fan, but I did like Major League growing up. But I would say, as an
Jabu?
80s kid, Bad News Bears was pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams,
Bad
too.
News Bears, I want to say was a 70s movie, wasn't it?
Well, I watched it in the 80s, so I guess that's why.
Bad News Bears was good. Wait, which one? So there was a couple of them. The original one, Walter Matthau. Yes,
Yeah, that
very
was
good movie.
Yeah, that was
Sandlot.
Sandlot.
Sandlot, man.
That's a great
Classic.
baseball movie.
Field of Dreams is probably my number 2 baseball.
What about
movie
what
of all
about the
time.
woman's
A League of Their
Tom
Own.
Hanks.
A League of Their Own.
Yeah, that's a classic.
See what happens is the train moves, not the station.
Yeah.
He was great.
Or
man.
the
John Lovitz.
What's the one from the kid from American Pie, and he breaks his arm and he throws it like super quick?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what was that?
He played for the Cubs. He threw it from the outfield. And he,
Yeah.
then he had surgery and he was
remember.
done.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
There's
baseball
Angels in the
movies.
Outfield. There's
Yeah.
so
I didn't
many
watch
baseball
Angels.
movies.
Yeah, there is a lot. There's Fever Pitch that we mentioned recently.
Fever Pitch. I mean, you got the Babe Ruth story. You got the Lou Gehrig movie.
Yeah. Is there any recent ones though that came out that we can think of
Baseball-wise.
as far as baseball goes? Is there any with Jackie?
Jackie Chan? No.
Jackie Chan playing baseball.
The only thing is like all this documentaries about steroids and Jose Canseco.
Yeah, no.
That's about it.
I
But-
think Major League is probably my favorite, with
funny.
Field of Dreams as number 2.
Wait,
Yeah.
can I consider Naked Gun? Do and half with OJ as
Because the
sports
main
movie?
focus wasn't the sports, so it might
Laces
throw it off.
Out.
Well, that
that
would
a
be
sports movie?
That's
Laces Out.
that's Jim Carrey
Yeah,
and
that's Ace Ventura.
Ace
Oh,
Ventura,
yeah.
yeah.
My bad.
I agree with you, John, on the Major League, just because it was such a. I could, I used
That's
to
a
watch.
great movie,
The
man.
music came on. Wow,
Even part 2 was
thing.
good. 3
Yeah.
was a little, not so much.
Yeah.
But Major League's probably my
So we're giving
favorite
Major
baseball
League the
movie.
win?
And then
They
Field
get
of
the
Dreams
win?
would be number 2 for me. Yeah. And
Um,
then The Natural. Listen, The Natural was cool. When I was young, man, The Natural was such a big thing. Me and my buddy bought a whole shitload of bats, and we carved into them. And I had a lightning thing on my bat.
Yeah.
We
See?
had all these bats.
Influential.
And I might even still have one or two.
well,
That's cool.
I mean, as far as serious movie, because Major League is a comedy, I'm gonna give it to A League of Their Own. I think maybe. I
League
mean,
of Their Own's really
because that's
good.
based on true stories. It's based
It's
on, it's real facts here. It's something.
Speaking of that, I don't know if you saw, but the other day at a Mets game, the last person who played in the women's league back in those days threw out the first pitch.
Oh yeah.
She's like 135 years old, but she did it. She was old.
I mean, that's pretty
she
old.
was- yeah, she
135.
was-
Yeah. All right. Next sport.
Football.
Football.
Football's got a lot of good movies
They
too.
do.
man.
You got Rudy.
Woo.
Rudy.
Blindside.
Rudy Tooty,
Blindside.
Fresh
remember
and
that?
Fruity.
Blindside was good.
I think what else?
My favorite is The Program.
The program.
James Caan,
Good movie.
Omar Epps, and then the
Friday Night Lights.
Friday Night Lights.
Any Given Sunday's number 2 for me.
Yeah, that's good.
I will say for me, number one, at least at this moment, because I'm drawing some blanks, but I'm going to say at this moment, Rudy.
Yeah,
Really?
Rudy's just
Such
classic,
a great,
though.
the music, the story.
He was a little annoying.
Yeah. Sean Astin, yeah.
He's Mikey.
Yeah, Mikey from the Goonies.
What about Waterboy?
And Sam from Lord of the Rings.
No Waterboy.
I wouldn't
Waterboy,
say Waterboy.
I'm just-
because it wasn't
That
focused
movie-
as much.
That, to me, that's Adam Sandler's worst movie.
Really?
I don't like Waterboy. at all.
Okay.
What else? Comment, people, if there's any that we're missing that is a great sports
The other
movie
Adam Sandler
as
football movie,
Longest Yard?
The Longest Yard, and
Which
the original
was,
one was Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds, yeah.
So I know you guys.
How
might
about
not-
The Replacements? Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, Replacements.
Really cool movie.
What's it?
Oh, what's the other funny one?
Unnecessary Roughness.
Unnecessary Roughness. Yes. With Kathy Ireland.
So I have to mention this because me and Dom, Slapshot. Come on, hockey movie.
Thanks for tuning in. Well, I'm shutting my mic off.
We weren't done with
Hockey's
football
not
yet.
a sport.
I thought we were done with football.
No. You like Slapshot?
No one likes hockey.
Is that
Boomer.
Rob Lowe, Slapshot?
Youngblood was Rob Lowe.
No.
Youngblood was Rob
Keanu
Lowe.
Reeves as the goalie and Patrick Swayze.
Jay, I'm going to
as
tell
the
you.
star.
I'm going to tell
It
you.
sounds
right-
like The Outsider.
in my honest opinion, there's nothing will hold a candle to Miracle. I think Miracle's the
Miracle's
best
great.
hockey movie that was ever
Well,
made.
there was
Kurt
two
Russell.
of them though.
Well, it was the one with Kurt
Russell.
Russell.
Yeah, that's good.
And from the 1980, yeah, well,
Yeah.
obviously same team, I guess. So, I think that was
That was good.
I mean, Mighty Ducks was cool, but
Yeah, it was a little.
Going back to
Hokey.
football, Little
Oh, I
Giants.
thought we were done with that.
Little Giants.
oh, Little Giants, that's right.
Rick Moranis,
Ed O'Neill,
Ed O'Neill, Al
Yeah.
Bundy.
that was good.
No movie I watched recently, but I think it was football. Or was it baseball?
Short Circuit.
Fat Camp. Remember
That's
that
not.
one?
No, that's no,
That's
no
no sports?
No,
Oh,
it was fat kids going to camp.
all right. Never mind.
I don't even think it was called
I
fat
thought it was.
camp.
They went there for football. Maybe not.
Fat camp.
All right, let's move on.
Basketball. Space Jam.
Ooh.
Hoosiers.
I didn't mind that new Adam Sandler one though. That I mean, I can't recall the name. It was one that just came out recently that was pretty good.
All right, you're
He
gonna
goes to like Europe to get a player and
I don't
bring
think
him
I've seen it.
NASCAR.
Netflix.
Ricky Bobby.
No,
hate that
let's
movie.
stick to.
Are
you kidding me?
We're running too fast here,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah,
What
hold
other
on. Basketball. You got
I don't-
Hoosiers.
I don't know any basketball movies.
What's the movie with Nick Nolte? Blue Chip.
Oh yeah,
Space Jam, I think, is probably the most
Shaquille?
popular one.
because there wasn't a ton of them. Oh no, I got it. White man can't jump.
I
Yeah, I'll give you
love
that.
that movie. I'll take that 100%.
Yeah,
forgot about that.
White man can't jump. Bro.
Because that's
That
like
was
a series.
Yeah, that was good.
Yes,
As far as
100%.
basketball movies,
You're right.
you got that combination of Woody Harrelson, Wesley Snipes.
Yes, sir.
What's her Rosie Perez?
Rosie. Oh, yeah. You
Yes.
see that little
Yeah, you saw her nipple.
little
in that.
nipple?
Yeah, it just
It's like
popped out
really
there.
brown.
Yeah,
It's like the
nice.
side
Yeah.
with the bourbon.
But as far as basketball, yeah, that's got to be up there.
Can we move past basketball?
Sure. What do you want?
How do you not like Ricky Bobby? You don't like Will Ferrell.
Well, we didn't say we didn't like it. We just weren't ready for it yet.
He doesn't like it.
Yeah.
I
I'll
love
take-
that movie.
I'll take
I'm on
Stroke-
fire.
I'll take
No.
Stroke or Ace.
I actually
Burt Reynolds, Stroke or Ace?
And I'm older than you.
I liked, which was on more newer, was that Ford versus Ferrari movie. That was
I
pretty
didn't see
good.
that. Is that Matt Damon? I didn't
seen
see that movie.
Yeah, with Christian Bale.
How about
pretty
the Tom,
damn good.
that Tom Cruise one?
Sports movie?
It's the NASCAR. Yeah, he's a race track.
Oh, with Nicole Kidman.
Days of Thunder.
Yeah.
What other sports are there?
Will Ferrell just annoys me.
Really? See,
But-
that's what it is.
But
Step Brother.
soccer movies.
Step Brothers.
Soccer movies. Will Ferrell's soccer movie was probably the better soccer movie.
Which soccer movie was it? I don't remember.
Just
When it-
soccer movie?
When he was going against Mike Ditka.
I don't think I
Ah.
watched that one.
Yes, you did.
What other
don't know.
sports? While he looks that up.
Bend It Like Beckham.
What other
Ladybugs
sports?
with Rodney Dangerfield.
Ladybugs. Yes.
Is there any other sports?
Tennis?
Ice skating. There's that Will Ferrell one. That was.
I hated that movie. I did not like that.
What was the one though? With the hockey player who comes to play the ice skate.
Goon?
What's it?
Goon with Stifler? Goon? You ever see that one?
No. The one with it was a hockey player.
Kicking and Screaming. Will Ferrell soccer movie.
Uh,
Where he
alright.
rents the Italians.
alright.
The Italians come. The
Yeah.
Italian kid.
Oh.
That's funny, bro.
all right. I'll tell you right now what the best bobsledding movie is.
Ooh, the Jamaican job.
Yeah. Can you guys name it?
No. Bobsleigh.
I know what movie it is.
Let me tell you, it's pretty cool.
Cool Runnings.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Cool Runnings with John Candy,
John Candy.
and the Jamaican bobsled team.
Is there any boxing movies?
Oh, yeah.
Besides, like, what's the one with De Niro? That's great.
Raging
Raging
Bull.
Bull. I still
But
haven't
besides
seen it.
that, I'm
How
trying
about
to think.
Rocky?
Well, Rocky.
I thought you
yeah.
watched that.
I didn't watch it yet. No, that it was on my. I told you I
you
posted.
watched,
Citizen Kane.
What's your favorite Rocky again? 1 or 2?
4.
Drago?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I watched that a billion times.
As far as boxing movies, for me, Cinderella Man. All
Yes, very
the
good.
Way.
Russell Crowe?
All the
Very good.
way. Did you end up watching it? No. Come on. Best
I
boxing
don't like
movie.
Russell Crowe. Rocky.
Raging Bull was
No.
Rocky and Raging
No.
Bull.
Rocky was too
Hokey.
fake.
How about the Mike Tyson
It
story?
was too fake.
Mike Tyson documentary.
That's a documentary.
The Hangover with Mike Tyson.
Hangover. But what else? There's The Fighter, which is we're talking about UFC now.
Cinderella Man.
I just said Cinderella. But The Fighter with
There was another one.
with
it was really
John,
popular.
Wait,
Tom
what?
Hardy.
Isn't
and
there one with Denzel Washington?
That's what I was going to say with Denzel, but I was getting confused.
Malcolm X? I don't. He might
Nah,
have fought
there's
some
a-
people.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Malcolm X.
I don't know.
All right.
Any other sports?
Chess.
That's not a sport.
What's it? Bobby Fischer.
Bobby Fischer?
Searching for Bobby
Searching for
Fischer.
Bobby Fischer.
Actually, Queen's Gambit was a really good show, miniseries on Netflix. Amazing, really good. Best miniseries I've watched on Netflix.
Checkmate. Nope.
Nope.
John looks empty.
Nope.
You
Yeah.
like that beer, huh?
So as far as overall, let's just do overall here, guys. Let's finish it with that. What's your favorite sports movie of all time?
Major League.
Lock it in.
Major League, lock it in as number 1. The Program number 2. Any Given Sunday number 3. Field of Dreams number 4.
I'm not doing it in order here, but yeah,
That's my order.
I'm just doing one.
I'm doing one.
Go ahead, you go.
Cinderella Man.
I'm going Raging Bull.
Okay.
because he beats his wife, the shit out of his wife,
Yeah,
and,
it's awesome.
and his friend bangs his wife.
She deserved it.
I gotta watch it now.
It's good.
It blows my mind that you.
I have it.
And
sitting
then when
there
you're done
waiting.
watching it, we'll go over to Krug's and get a burger. That's the Labata family. They own it.
Oh yeah,
Really?
where? Where's it?
Krug's in Newark. Down Neck. Best burgers in New Jersey.
Really?
3/4 pound burgers.
Ooh,
Wow.
all
Never
right.
seen this. You never been to Krug's.
I know. Oh, I'm
This is my last day on this podcast.
Deep
I
fried.
don't even know you anymore.
It's mine too.
Thought I knew you.
I know.
What do we got today, brother?
Today we have. This is one I recently seen pop up on the shelves. People don't know what's going on with this right now. Why? Because I seen it for $200 in one store, and
Wow.
I picked this one up for $60 in another store. So
How's that?
It's almost like they're confused right now.
Yeah,
Like,
what's that mean? Like,
it means that these stores, because it kind of is like new on the shelves, they don't know what to do. Is this something? Because a lot of these stores were only allocated a certain amount of bottles. So I was hearing,
Does that come out like once a year? Or?
I believe this is going to only come out once a year, but a lot of stores only got like 6 bottles of it, and that's it. Like that's what I kind of heard. You
One
know,
of 6.
yeah. This is by High West. It's a cask strength. So last week we did the Elijah Craig, which was the full proof, right? And today we're doing a cask strength. You know, we're kind of looking at similar stuff here. As far as proof goes, this one probably isn't as high as that Elijah Craig, because I don't think much can be. It's coming in at 58.7% alcohol, which is what, like 117.
You read so much better without your glasses. Huh?
I know, 117 proofish around there. They don't actually, I don't see the proof listed there, but
Do you know who makes High West?
it's out of Park City, Utah, and it's bottled by High West Distillery, and it's High West. High West
makes their
yeah,
own.
yeah. So, is it though? G. Let's see, Jay. I think it may be MGP at this moment, though. I'm not 100%, but I'm almost sure that it's MGP. So they're not making it. They're
it's
not
their
actually.
liquid, but-
they're bottling it, but they're not using their. From I think I read something on this. They're working on making their own liquid now, but obviously, as you know, bourbon can't be made in a year. Sometimes it takes quite a few years to get something. So I think they're sourcing from MGP right now to make this.
But you obviously just opened it, so you never had it.
No, I have not.
Is this like the first production year, or they made it
I
before? Or?
I think
I don't
this
know
is
anything
it.
about
And
it.
this one
so
here.
have you
on
ever
the-
had anything from High West ever?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, you have.
Got a couple over there.
yeah.
Yippee-ki-yay, I think.
Midwinter's Night Dram.
Oh, we've done that.
Yep. Yippee ki
Motherfucker.
I have a Born up there that I haven't cracked yet either. But yeah,
Cool. Let's try this.
yeah. High West out of Park City, Utah. You want to go skiing?
Yeah. Known for their skiing.
Jonathan, not, but his name's not
You
Jonathan.
okay, John?
Because he's a John.
He's checking his phone. He wants to leave.
Yeah. You got something? You got a date or something, bro? You got something more important than here, man? What's going on here, huh?
I'm retiring after this.
Yeah.
It's my last episode.
Before 100?
99 and a half. I'm gonna-
Nose guys.
Getting a little booziness.
It is boozy,
I'm
right?
getting hints of banana.
You couldn't open this yesterday and just let it sit
I
there?
know.
Yeah, we needed.
Did you say you're getting hints of banana?
Yeah.
I don't get banana. I get a little jock strap.
I wouldn't
strap.
have thought that until you said it. Now, I don't know if it's because you said it.
Do you get banana?
A little bit.
Yeah. Hints of banana.
I'm just
Brown
getting
sugar.
Straight alcohol.
Brown sugar.
I get brown sugar.
Bananas Foster.
That's crazy.
A little bit.
Yeah.
All right, let's try it.
Try it. See how it
Cheers.
tastes. Yeah.
Different than.
Doesn't taste like it smells.
No.
That's really good, though.
It's good.
I like this.
And remember, that's a neck pour, so it can only
Yeah.
get better.
I really like this. Mikey likes it.
What do you think?
Yeah,
There's
I-
no burn factor.
Yeah.
In the beginning, it seems like it's going to be, a little boozy, but
No. I mean, it's a high proof bourbon. But
in the front end, it's a little bit. You want a little water?
Tastes like all the other bourbon.
I heard your.
Oh, you can hear that over the mic.
It does taste a little bit like, when we had the Elijah Craig a little bit.
No.
No?
He said it tastes like every other bourbon.
What is that?
I like it.
You said it was ranging from 60 to 200?
So I saw it at one store. Actually, ironically, the store I bought the Elijah Craig from, they had this for $200. But I bought it for like $62.
It doesn't taste like it smells though.
No.
So, and that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
But I'm not tasting the notes that I smell.
Yeah.
It's throwing you off a little bit.
Yeah, I'm thrown off a little bit.
Yeah. Which is not always going to be the case.
No,
That's
no,
why
no.
you do nose.
And it's not a bad thing.
Technically, you do nose. You do the palate. You do the finish. What are you getting on that ends? You know, what's lingering there?
I don't know. That's the part I'm confused
It
about.
has a little harshness at the end.
A little bit.
A little bit. Then previous.
Nothing is like thrown out at me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some of the others that we've done.
Well, what's MGP is usually around a 7-year. Like, I know they vary, but it's usually
Yeah, I'm not sure.
the wheelhouse.
Yeah,
I
I'm not
think, is
sure
7 year.
exactly. Yeah.
Definitely worth 60.
So, I'm going to put this there, like High West, I'm going to put this there, like with your Penelopes, where
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
doing the MGP, that only strictly MGP. It's the cool thing. All right. We had talked about recently about that show we had watched, and they talk about when you start a distillery, how much money is involved.
Yeah.
If you want to just have fun with it and you don't want to break the bank, you buy a bunch of barrels. You buy a barrel that may have had maple syrup or something, and you buy a barrel that had, like Penelope did with the Valencia or the Amberana, or you just buy a bunch of different barrels. You age them in. You get an MGP. You buy you can even create your own recipe from MGP. Say I want 20% rye. 55% or 60% high corn or something, of corn, or and you can mix it up, create your own spirit in a way just by getting it mixed up for you, and then you put it in whatever barrels you want. So if I understand correctly, I think Penelope actually uses the same recipe for everything, but they just put it in different barrels every time.
Yep. So it's basically like they're just good at blending.
Yeah, they came up with a good blend, and they basically just stick it in different barrels, and they
good
sell it.
juice and then make it blend it well.
Yeah, so and then they sell it as their Valencia Penelope or their,
Liquid, whatever, bourbon.
and they have their Amberana, they have their
Not over.
the Kaji barrel, they have their there's different kinds of barrels that they put it in. So like I said, I'm going to put High West kind of in that category as Penelope because it is MGP
I agree with that.
and they're doing their
Good
thing.
assessment.
I agree too.
Thank you. I could be totally off, but yes.
Well, cheers.
But cheers, it's not bad. It's
yeah,
good.
good
It's,
stuff. It's nice to see it out in the market.
I'll take it.
I
For that
think-
price, I'll take it.
yeah.
Are you really retiring after this?
Yeah.
He-
Wanna take my
remember
seat?
that one episode, John? You started it, and you're like, "Ken."
That was our April Fool's episode.
Yeah, it was April Fool's, and John said, "I'm done, bro. I'm done with the
I don't
podcast."
know how to tell you.
You said on air?
Yeah, I don't know how to
Wow.
tell you.
Yeah.
I've been talking
and
about
he's
it.
and I was so happy.
I don't have to edit footage.
This is the guy I've been like, maybe we should do every other week. No.
It's been fun with the editing. Yeah, just like every week. I'm like, oh,
We're slowly approaching episode
gotta edit.
100.
I got
Should we slow down?
Nah, well, let's wait till episode 100. I think that we've been talking about taking things maybe in a slightly different direction. After our 100th episode, maybe we'll do a little reset, try things a little bit differently. Maybe, and we've mentioned it here as well, maybe not focusing as much on the alcohol. Not to say we won't have the alcohol on the show, but maybe
Maybe you guys go shirtless.
I
That
don't want to
wouldn't happen.
scare
That
the
wouldn't
listeners
happen.
away or
I
the
thought you were
watchers,
trying
the
to
viewers
attract
away.
viewers.
Yeah.
But what we do is we don't revolve our episode around the beers and the bourbon, but we do. if
But
that
we
makes
title
any
everything
sense.
on our
Yeah.
YouTube as the beer and the bourbon. Maybe
We
we'll
might
take
transfer
it,
to us just bullshitting while drinking the beer
yes,
and the bourbon.
yeah,
and
instead of,
not
I
talk.
think so.
And we're not opposed to talking about the beer and bourbon. Maybe not as much because we're localizing it a bit too much. We want to get bigger. We want to do more worldly stuff where people aren't going to know what shrinking crayons is necessarily. But they
Right,
may
taking a trip to China.
yeah, and maybe a little bit more bourbon focused because people will know what High West is.
I think we should focus more on bourbon.
Yeah. But we'll cross that bridge. We still got to talk about it a little bit more and see what direction we're going
I
to go.
look
with
forward
that. So,
to
yeah.
future episodes.
Well, this is the last episode you'll be on.
Yeah, I know. I messed up my foil
You
hat.
screwed it, man. You screwed it up. No, we always love having you, man.
Yeah, Jay,
Thank
thanks
you.
again for
Thanks
coming
for
back,
having
buddy.
me.
We appreciate it. Shout outs to Manskirts,
Man Skirt Icarus.
and High West.
High
Good
West.
stuff. Good liquid. We'll be sipping on this
Guys,
one.
go your apple picking, your pumpkin picking. Let us know how it went.
Tell us what your favorite sports movies are.
Please give us a like, give us a comment.
Does
Give us a
anyone
like.
comment?
Give us a comment.
No one
We
comments?
want comments. We want a ton of comments. Tell us what you want us to talk about. Tell us what you want us to drink next. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your friends.
Tell your family.
Guys.
Tell your
I love you
thanks
guys,
for having
man.
me on, man.
Miss
Nice
you,
seeing you
fall.
guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to you guys.
Cheers. Peace.